Okay, let's see what it's. Wait, it looks like this. All right, let's just go to our Zoom session. Hey Mahesh.
Hi, Jose. How are you?
Good, good. Let me just find. Um, just mute a few guys. Cell notifications.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, um, okay. Where is my trading platform? Dun, 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 dun. Let's talk about, yeah, don't see the show all windows. There you go. Let me know if you see my screen. Daily chart, US dollar versus Japanese yen.
Yes, I see that.
Okay, great. So we get a couple good trades today.
Mm-hmm.
Long Euro Japanese yen. Also, when it comes to equities, some war room members they exited at 280% IBM. Let me check.
That's amazing.
That's good. Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to be complaining for a while, but hey, you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have just sharing on the screen. Jay Spencer exiting IBM plus 280%. That was a good trade.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yes.
about it was about what 2 weeks. And also, I think Troy he made about 600% on that one. So yeah, so the war room's working for paid members. It's really good. And what we wanted to talk today, now that I have you on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
US dollar versus Japanese yen. Tricky. As you said previously, it has not been able to break the 109.20.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do see following Hawkeye Traders, take a look at the momentum in the daily, right? Heat map favoring buying. Then, yes, the volume has been declining, but nevertheless, we still have buyers in control in this area. This is the area where we have buyers in control. If you project trend Fibonacci, we do have evidence to think that we're still in an uptrend, slowing down the sell all the way back to the 50% Fibonacci, 106.34. Then the market reverses, strong reversal. And I see
Mm-hmm.
that we have plenty of room to go at least first target 111.50. And
Mm-hmm.
then, believe it or not, I think that we are going to retest these levels, 114.47. And I don't know if you noticed, but the last week there was a lot of negative press, a lot of negative headlines, and all these big investment banks, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, they were just all thinking, well, we just going to reverse to the downside. And look at it now.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? It is a lot of headlines, bad press. And I
Yes.
think,
Yes.
yeah, and I think it's because when humans are in the worst moment, it's difficult for them to see the light. What do you think? Can you expand on that?
Well, my personal bias on or my perspective, we'll have to just check it. Can you go to the monthly time frame once?
Yeah. Let me just switch 1 second.
Okay. Also zoom in a bit.
Yeah. Monthly. Let me take out the horizontal line and the trend Fibonacci. There you
Mm-hmm.
go.
Yeah. Okay. So if we check out the Fatman at this, both are moving in the same direction at the same kind of levels. Just go to the weekly now.
Okay, weekly.
Same thing. If you see the weekly, it's the same thing. Now, if you go to the daily,
Okay, I'm just sharing here so the audience can see what you're talking.
mm-hmm,
Your focus right now is on Fatman. Okay,
mm-hmm,
now let's go to daily. Okay.
yeah. So even on the daily, we see these two pairs being very close together and almost moving in, similar manner in tandem. So just based on this, I would be away from this trade, from this pair. And also, if you see the heat map, it has switched from the bright green. Bright green indicates a real good bullish trend. It has turned to dark green, which means for the moment, there is no steam in the trend. Maybe it's building up, we never know. But right now, it's not hot.
Okay, so we may think that is building up. I sort of feel that somehow the tools in the long term, they're not conclusive.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel. It's like it's not conclusive. What made me took the trade, we already have clients. I issued the buy alert. Clients got in around 108. I think like what's happening is my view is you also have some sort of direction in this case. And if I go to the 4-hour chart, let me show you. See this. It's taking a moment. There you go. My view is there is this momentum building from what I can see as a short-term support. Look at this all the way back to March 18. We have this reversal. So I see this as a potential structure zone where we have a huge demand. Then prices slow down, reverse, slow down one more time. We have 1, 2, 3, now 4 touches around the demand. Price landed on the demand and then it's pushing again. So in order to close the cycle, if you wanted to picture, let me share this view with you. Closing the cycle. Let's see, I can get it to work. Okay, there you go. See this. Super slow today. The idea is, nope, it's not working. Okay, let's see if I can get it now. Okay. So this is the cycle. The cycle goes all the way to the top. And what may support the continuation, although we have evidence that the continuation to the upside may be slowing down, is the fact that we have the indexes going up. And that is absolutely crucial for Jaen crosses to continue moving higher. It's the number one. There's an indication there. Either the Jaen crosses going down are leading indicator that it's probably time to take short positions on those crosses, or those same positions going up is an early indication that we need to go along the index. See if I can just, it's going to be a nightmare. This is just too slow. But the idea is, let me just do it with a pencil. Okay. So this is what we look at. You have the cycle. There's a cycle. This is a cycle completed. Now there's a cycle. This cycle, just move, must be completed this way. So therefore prices, they have to continue until they close the cycle. Once the cycle is closed around 1180, then we can always have a pullback one more time. This pullback can be 100, 150 pips. And yes, this will actually be a pullback also on indexes. You will have indexes moving lower, and then they will attack the previous offer. Now the question is, where is that previous offer? That's what we have to figure. So this is the cycle that I'm looking to be closed. You can see this cycle to the left. Do you see it? You see 1, 2, completed the cycle. Now you have these sideways price action. Then you have the cycle, you have the top, you have the offer, then we have the demand, 1, 2, to the moon. But so the continuation has to complete the cycle, and that's what I'm expecting. To remove that, and that's why I took the trade. Let's go to the monthly. Take a look at it. Okay, so the same way. Now let's apply the same very same idea. Is you have sideways, and here's you have something interesting. Look at that. You have the bearish trend. Let me just just look at it. You have the bearish trend. This is the volume area price action that definitely we want to project from the break. It's either break up or break down. The way I look at it, prices look price are trading now back again 109. The way I look at it is just we're just gonna go back, break, and we're gonna hit these levels that Hawkeye Traders suggest as your stop loss. I easily see this 112, and look at this one 116, just based on this portion. And I gotta tell you, I truly believe that this is we're gonna go and fill this offer all over this place 125.
125. Okay.
Yeah, I think about in the next 12. It's not going to be linear. Markets never go like this. I mean, it's common knowledge. But in the next, however, what I see is that 100 in the next, I would say 24 months, we have granted 125. The reason is the Bank of Japan will continue buying equities. A lot of traders, investors, they don't realize how important central banks are now. The Swiss National Bank, SMB, Bank of Japan, big ETF buyers. They don't give preference to any particular stock. That will be sort of like a little bit of a disadvantage to others and even illegal. But they do buy ETFs that they have percentage weight on distribution among particular stocks. So don't be surprised that the Swiss National Bank is actually owner of some shares in Amazon.
All right.
Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. So that's sort of my map behind this idea that I think if equity markets keep propelling higher, maybe I got it too soon. We'll see. But that's the mathematic that I have. I wanted to ask you, are you looking anything on your screen? Let me stop sharing my screen and see if you have anything that you want to share with us today. What do you talk to me about and to the audience about your findings on the dollar index? Remember what you told me this morning?
Yes, just a moment.
Please, my friend, share with the audience. They are eager. They're hungry.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. Can you see my screen now?
I can see your screen. Please go ahead.
Okay, so this is the dollar index. And so what I was talking about in the morning is this. Just let me just get the drawing.
Hello, this is Randy Lindsay with Hawkeye Traders.
Okay. So this is the Doji I was talking about. Do you see this?
I see the Doji, yes.
Yeah, so this was the reason that we took the trades. We went long GU today, GBP USD, and we went short on USD CHF. So this is the reason, because the volume was okay. It was not low. And so the volume was a medium level volume. So something had to happen. It was in an uptrend and the volume kept on being the same, but the price did not move up. Means the volume was being absorbed. So the sellers were coming in, they were selling at a high price, good price. So at least we had to see a pullback. I suppose that the pullback could be up till this level, because we find a support there. So we could capitalize easily on this move. So maybe tomorrow also, I will suspect that it can still keep on dropping for a while. And if there is a reversal to come, it may come on a Thursday is what I think.
Good. I like that you mentioned the fact it's Thursday. Why? Now, just remember, markets are, I think they're closing half session on Thursday because of it's the Holy Week, right? Holy Week. What we call this Holy Friday.
Yeah, I think, is it Easter or what?
Oh, it's next week. No, this is the week. Yeah, this week.
Yes, that's right. Next Tuesday is the Easter, I think. Is it 14 or 3rd? No, 12, right?
Yeah.
12 is the Sunday.
Yeah, so it's this week. So
Oh, yeah.
Friday we don't have markets. I think we have a little bit of action in the currency markets. And Thursday, once it's today 7, tomorrow 8, 9. Thursday is when we have the meeting, Saudi Arabia, Russia, and final decision what kind of cuts we may expect or not. And now everything's clinging on the fact that they are waiting to see. I mean, Donald Trump said that he hasn't heard anything or any request by the OPEC as far as cutting daily production. So now they just throw the ball to his court, right, so to speak.
Yeah.
And of course, the markets don't get what they want. They're just going to be a sell-off of Canadian dollars. But it will put a lot of pressure in the recovery so far. So it's better to stabilize because remember, not too low, not too high, right there in the middle.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah. So you totally see that we may experience a breakdown in the dollar index, right?
Yes. Yes. I do believe that.
Okay, cool. Do you
Let's just
see?
let's
Go
just
ahead.
apply the Hawkeye tools and see if we have anything. Okay, so on the daily, nothing much. We have some selling volumes previously, and the heat map is not bright green as of now.
Yeah. Okay.
On the H4, oh, the H4 gives a sell signal.
There you go, baby.
And it's a bright red.
Right there.
Yeah, so just for the viewers, if it is a bright red or a bright colored green, the trend is hot and moving. When it goes to dark green or maroon color or dark red, it's kind of stalling or taking a pause. So we have a bright red color, volumes are rising, and we have the signal for a short. The 1 hour also, oh, the 1 hour did a pretty good job. It gave us the signal right here, and maybe we could have entered from this particular, this Doji, which rejected the support from under.
Indeed. Now, one thing we already have the picture as far as the dollar index. We're big fans. We use Hawkeye Trader indicators, all of them combined. We mix the story. We get a lot of good trades. But I think you will agree that the big winner of the week is the Australian dollar. And why you don't go, so we can close today's video session, go to the Australian dollar. First, share with them, I think you do a great job, share with them the currency array, the Fatman,
Okay.
and then go into reviewing levels and potential entries that the audience, and I'll say the audience because you don't have to be a trader or you don't have to be, I mean, we have everyone. We have asset managers, investors with plus $1 million, but we also have an audience of those that want to go into markets. They see this as an opportunity. There's a lot of folks that they're just not getting their jobs back, and they need to diversify. And I'm not going to deny this. It's true. Trading and investing,
Yes.
online trading, it's a source of income. I mean, you can be a long-term investor or trader, medium-term, short-term, intraday, swing trader, scalper, and the tools that we use. It's not only Hawkeye Traders, but I feel and I think after everything we have done over the last couple of years, you as a data scientist, is that the information, the volume price ratings from these tools, from Hawkeye Traders tools, are valuable. They give you quality trades.
Yes, they do, definitely.
Yeah.
So what we have here is the Fatman provided by the Hawkeye Traders. So what it does is it actually measures the strength of individual currencies, because bottom line is we are trading currencies of different nations. So it measures out and lays out in a clear and easy to understand fashion, which is the strongest. It also gives you the labels here so you can clearly figure out what is what. So last week we actually saw that the red one here is the AUD, Australian dollar. So last week we saw that it was pretty much extended. On the weekly, we checked out that it was way oversold, and there was a possibility of it rebounding and moving up. So we also saw that we needed to check which other currencies were in the overbought condition, because your best bet would be to pit a strong currency against a weakening currency, or to pit an overbought currency with an oversold currency. So we had a few options. We had the US dollar, which was already too much overbought, so it was ready to pull back or go down. So one of the options we had was the AUDUSD. So this is the chart here. And we took our entry around the, I think it was around on the, the daily, right, Jose?
Yeah, take a look at the daily.
Mhm.
I will suggest start with M15 so they can see it step by step.
Okay.
Like I said, it's always like for those that want to go scalper, short term, moving into medium term, and then long term. But definitely, if you're looking at a long term move, it started in the 15-minute chart. So,
Yes.
yeah. So,
yeah. So this is where the move actually happened. You know, there was a burst of volume. We see these high volume bars. These yellow circles on the volume indicate a heavy volume. So with this volume, we had a corresponding movement. You know, the movement took it and it broke past the zone that was previously not broken. So we see that this was actually, see the red one is indicating the trends and the stops. So the trends and the stops present like a barrier. And we see that with a sudden spurt in volume, this was able to break past it. It was an engulfing candle. And we also see on the Fatman that the currency started crossing. The dollar started going down, the AUD was going up. And also we saw that the trend changed to a green, bright green color. Remember what we talked about? If it is bright green or bright red, the trend is hot. And we
absolutely.
got the signal.
Yeah.
Then we have the signal. So we cannot ask for anything else. You have the heat map, you have the volume, you have the Fatman, and a roadkill signal. So if we could have gone long here, our obvious stop loss should be below this level. So 33 pips or maybe 30 pips or something thereabout. And then we could continue as long as we see this trend to be green, or we see the supporting volume to be green, or until you get a sell signal. So if you see, once you got a buy signal here, you never got another sell signal till now. And what we have here is a signal where we can add in, you can scale up your position, you can double up or whatever your risk appetite is, and another position that we could have entered. So we would have entered the first position somewhere here. Then once we got this signal, we could have entered over here. And then you have the third signal right here, which we could have taken advantage over here. So let us just measure how many pips we could have got from our first entry. It was about 188 or 190 pips, or at the present moment, it could be around 160 pips or thereabout. So Jose, can you do the math? 30 pips to 160 pips.
160. Yeah, we're talking that if you take two trades, and I want to just highlight what you just said. The tool itself, roadkill, once you have that entry of buyers, the volume, it's just guiding you step by step to add to the position. And I tell you what, Mahesh, I don't know you, but I haven't seen any guru, any trading course, investing course out there in the marketplace that shows traders and investors or those that are interested how to add to positions that are making money. I think like the traditional thing is always add to losers. That's why people lose money.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So, and you and me, we've been working on this at research level. And it's just beautiful that you have seen how step-by-step roadkill is actually guiding you to add more. And the result is first trade, you take about 188 pips. Second trade, you take 160. We're talking about already 340 pips. 340 pips sometime from April 5. Like 48 to 60 hours of work. We're talking between 3,000, depending on your risk appetite. 1,000 can be easily 3,000. It can be $6,000. And you have to imagine how your life will be, or what can you do with an extra $6,000 per month. Looking at the landscape of job offers, how economies are crumbling, that's what we're looking at. And it's such a refreshing news to have tools like technical tools, because that's what it is, but technical tools that at the same time are so easy to follow. And that's what I like. That's where you and me were dedicating our time, aside of the different commitments on research and clients that we have to take care, because we are devoted to our clients. but we want to put this information out there. So we're talking about 180 pips, 160. And as you said, the real math is the risk reward. You're looking at a 30, 40 pip stop loss. So let's say for the sake of the example, one standard lot, which is $10 per pip estimated, you're looking at risking $300 to $400, right? And then you're looking for a return about $1,500. That still gives you 3 to 1, 2 to 1. That's beautiful. Absolutely. But I don't want to use beautiful. I just want to project the idea it's profitable.
Yes.
And the risk is worth your time, your resources, your attention. And that's what we want to do. No, I think it's been a great week for everyone. Also, Zlatan, our friend from Slovenia, he's going to business school in Berlin. He's doing very well. He made today about $800 in 2 hours of work. And he's fully committed to use Hawkeye Traders tools. He's going to school. Imagine, he's going to school, paying business school out of trading. Imagine that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's something that, I mean, God bless. God bless. Absolutely. That's something that, how can we fight with that? Think about it. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I think we're going to let it go. We're going to just cut it now. I think the audience have enough to digest for today. I read in the morning. I will share, I don't know why I couldn't put the cards, the videos from the morning, but in the morning I talk about Domino's Pizza. If you're looking for companies that are going to keep doing well in this environment, I already talked about GIS, General Mills, for my mom's portfolio. Now I'm talking about Domino's Pizza. There's more information that we're going to talk. There's a European company that we'll discuss tomorrow with everyone for our European clients and also for clients in Asia and in America, US, Canada, Mexico, and the rest of Latin America. I'm going to talk about that company, a company that you wouldn't touch unless you get our analysis. Hey, Mahesh, God bless. Thank you so much for your inputs today. Any final words for the audience?
Well, I just want to say that this couldn't get any easier. Any layman can just look at the Fatman and see which currency is trending and which currency is weak. After that, all you have to do is go to the main chart and find your entry signal and get on.
Perfect. So guys, if you don't have Fatman, we're going to find the link. I'm going to find the link, talk to Randall Lindsay. You can take a look at the trial. And I will leave on the description of this video, besides the link to join our Telegram group, the War Room, you will have a link to take a look at all the indicators. So you can go ahead and get yourself. Christmas comes in April. Get yourself.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Get yourself a package. Don't waste more time. Dedicate your time. This will totally transform and will take you to the next level when it comes to trading and investing. Wishing you the best. Victory is ours now and forevermore. Thank you, guys. Ciao.
Amen. Amen. Bye-bye.